Hello and welcome to High Caliber TV, your source for figure and model updates every Wednesday and Friday. So today on the Workbench, I'm doing the part 2 of the Ploegsteert wood diorama from Tommy's War. And so it's all set, obviously. Now I've applied the body fill on the 2 steps that were on the sides here from where the adhesive just sort of oozed out. And I'm going to be grinding those down till they're uniform. And then there are the 2 very shallow but prominent casting blocks here and here. And so what I've got for this is a sheet of 150 grade sandpaper and a clear container to catch the dust and to keep it from just making a big mess. I also use a breathing mask since my workspace is relatively confined, just so I'm not ingesting an entire casting block's worth of resin into my lungs. So stick with us and I will be back when this is done. So these are the 2 figures that are intended to be used on the base. There's the captain of the 2nd Battalion Royal Welsh Fusiliers and the sergeant of the same battalion. I really like these figures, especially the sergeant. The heads are similar because they're both wearing the Commonwealth cap with the cap brass on it, and they both got really awesome mustaches. But if you look closely, the sergeant's face is a little bit less groomed. He's got a bit of facial hair underneath his chin, and his mustache, the handlebars are a bit longer, which is a neat detail, and it lends itself to greater amount of character in the pair. So here they are currently. They've had the casting blocks cleaned off and the feet have been sanded so that they stand up on their own. I really like these figures so far. There's a bit of filling in that's going to need to be done once the mold release has been cleaned off, and I will be showing you my personal method for cleaning mold release in just a moment. But right now I want to show the base in its current form. So I filled in the other imperfections, as you can see on the back, just so that when it gets sprayed it all looks uniform. It's all going to be black back here anyway. So same here with the step that was created by the 2 parts forming together and the adhesive that oozed out. It's all been smoothed over now with extensive body fill, and I took more 150 grain sandpaper to grind most of it down, and then I took much more fine, I think it's a 320 or a 400 grade sandpaper, and smoothed everything off. So now it is absolutely smooth now, which will be perfect for applying primer and then going from there. So here we are again, and this time I've got the same shallow tub that I used for collecting the resin dust, and I'm just gonna take a few drops of this. You can use any sort of dish soap for cleaning if it's got a degreasing solution in it, and that's the main thing that you want. So just put your resin in here. This is filled up with just tap water at room temperature, and then I just let it soak for probably a half hour. Once it's soaked, take it out, let it air dry. You can go over it again with a toothbrush if you're really looking to get everything completely cleared, and we'll be back when that's done. So here is the base with the first coat of primer applied. Now the benefits of primer, if you can see, are that it highlights imperfections left after the cleaning process. And so what I'll be doing to clear this up is applying liquid green stuff with a molding tool and just sanding it down again, and then applying the 2nd coat of primer. You're probably gonna want to apply a few thin coats of primer rather than one fat runny coat of primer on something like this anyway, especially since, as you can see, certain areas weren't actually hit with the initial coat, and I'm gonna have to go back at multiple different angles and just be thorough with it. As always with primer, it's what's going to affect the rest of the painting process, so you want to be thorough at the beginning. So thanks very much for watching. Be sure to check us out on Facebook, Pinterest, and Twitter. Our site, we just got a whole bunch of new Bravo 6 stuff in, but I urge you to hold off and check back when we've got our new site up, only because it's going to be far cleaner, far more professional. It looks fantastic so far. It's going to be coming in the next week, and so stay tuned for that. I'm really excited about that. So I'll be doing an unboxing of some Bravo 6's latest stuff this coming Friday. Thanks very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.